And here we are, start of the last game.
You commented?
Yes,
okay. You said the Stephen commented. What's up, Elaine?
The awards for the last one. I was with the coach and just following.
Yeah.
What happened to your hand, man?
Huh? That was from last week. Got the munch.
Well, when you took a chest,
Here we go. And the camera.
I was just like, hand up and looking. We all saw that happen.
At one stage, I'm going to need to eat my pie.
Go with the left.
Make me look so good.
Your heart not fighting so well.
Packed grandstands yet again here at the AFL Quebec headquarters.
We're looking for a strong game between the Bombers, who regrettably without a win so far, 0-2 to start the season. The Demons really came into their own last week against the Wooders, taking out the defending champions with a big victory, so you know they'll want to continue. Moving forward, the Bombers, of course, short some players, but of course they have one massive addition here. One massive addition is at the back. Oh, playing full forward.
Oh, that's a full forward line to start here in any team.
Full forward line of Simon.
And he's got Nico straight on him. This should be fireworks. There's no doubt about it.
Is that right? Let's pan.
Likely the over-under on how long it'll take Nico to injure someone.
And Morgan's back.
We have Morgan White back in the ruck, and right off the bat you'll see that the Demons will look to assert their dominance through the lineup, top to bottom. The Demons are a very strong team.
On paper.
On paper. So there's one behind right off the bat for the... Oh, great mark by Ali. Ali looking for his options. Will send it to Alexi Boleris. Of course, his brother. Oh, and Morgan White just there. And they'll just send it right back to Kyle Graham. Kyle Graham, though, this time guarded by Josu, who did a wonderful job when he played against Fabio Petosa and the Wooders. So he'll be looking to do the same against Kyle Graham.
Oh, it's fly kick.
And ball goes back again for another behind. So two quick behinds for the Bombers. Has them up 2-0. Josu looking for his options. Left boot looking for David Simon, unable to get there. Is David Simon picked up by Toddy Rogers. Toddy Rogers has the lead. Here we have Strami. Strami playing his first game in AFL Quebec. Sends it side foot. Wonderful pass. Wonderful service to Simon Auger. And that's what a player of his level does. That's what a player of his quality does. He finds a way to get into open spaces.
Simon?
No. And here we go. Simon, though, puts in the goal. So, hey, surprising start. 2 good goals. Simon has had a wonderful time playing at full forward. Just regrettably, the Bombers are rarely have an opportunity to play him there. They're usually forced to play him pretty much in any other position. So he'll be lining up against Luke Anderson. And Nico looks as though he'll have his hands full with Strami. Definitely, Strami has the size, the skill, and something that Nico isn't used to at the full forward position, has the fitness level to keep up with him. And here we go, Toddy Rogers trying to get out of the pile. Oh, and he's down. That looks as though that does not look good.
Head clash.
And
no, I guess it was you.
guys, give him space. Todd Rogers apparently will stay in the game.
It's just a hangover.
Fearlessly. Now I have it on good authority that it might be a hangover. I'm not sure if. I apologize. Here we have Alexi Boleris trying to track down Morgan. Oh, and Alexi Boleris takes down Morgan White.
That's a good tackle.
And here's Rami with another mark. And here's Strami now. Might be just what the Bombers needed. And there's another goal. We had a perfect view of it from up here. Just slots it right in.
The perfect team man, Strami. He loves it.
And he came over, it needs to be said, he came over, has ref 2 games, possibly 3, I don't even know at this point.
Just glad he wasn't
Played Toronto yesterday, and he's made a goal and he's scored a goal so far in this game. Alexi Boularice trying to take the role of his brother, trying to channel some Dave Boularice in the ruck. And the Bombers will need to be better defensively.
Stevie Owens.
Stevie Owens looking to save the day at the back line.
Can we do a count there for the Bombers? Too many men in the field. Yeah.
Stevie Owens looking like as though he might try to make something happen.
He's got one.
There we go. So back in the game are the Demons.
TV. The gear's over there.
12-8. Stevie Owens might be just what they need, just what the Bombers needed at the back line.
On one of the fixtures that it was a 5 p.m. this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then you're still late, Stevie.
Here's Alexi Boularice trying to break through. Here's Toddy Rogers trying to break through. Sends the ball up. Nico's there. Nico tries to kick the ball forward, battling hard.
And he's back there.
Excellent defensive play by Alex. Ball falls for Stromy. Big bump by Bogdan, but ball falls favorably here. Ball falls. It's there to be had. Alexi Boularice gets smothered. Here's Zach Banstetter trying to clear the zone. Will fall for Bogdan with the mark.
Taking its time, sensible.
Bogdan's blocked by Zach. Tapped out.
Oh.
Hey Mike, put back the water bottles, will you? What? Put back the water bottles there. Excellent. Good game.
And great defensive play by Ali, just knocking the ball out of play, relieving pressure.
Look at the bench for the Demons.
Demons' bench is shocking. They have a spoil of riches with about 6-7 subs.
Hey Jenna,
or 5.
just put back the water bottles, will you?
I can't even tell. There's people that aren't even anywhere near the bench. There seems to be. There we go. So really a wealth of options here. They should be the freshest team. Of course, when you have that many subs, there's also the issue of not getting into the game.
Hey, man.
Let me your boots.
Yeah, they're see the
Toddy Rogers gets the ball out to Ali. Ali
there's a blue bag, blue shorts.
still manages to get the kick away.
There's a white pair there beside the roller.
Looking for Simon
Beside the
Auger
roller,
and Luke
beside the roller.
Anderson battling hard.
Yeah.
I'll play well today.
Oh, he had white boots, isn't he? Will it fit you? What size are you?
Ball gets thrown in. Ali comes out of the ruck, tap forward. Here's Morgan White, first game of the season, runner-up in Blessed on ground last year. And he just boots it forward, looking for Matt Ingersoll. Matt Ingersoll cannot get the hands on it. Fearlessly going for it is Ali.
Ali's having a good start.
Ali's having a wonderful start to the game, intensified. There we go. So Mike Johnson makes his way on the field. David Simon out. Matt Ingersoll also looking to get replaced by Tony.
I think that's the quickest David's run all game.
Sarah.
Here we go. And a great tackle by Todd Rogers.
Fraction high.
And it'll be Toddy Rogers' kick. Toddy Rogers looking for Stromy. And the ball bounces as two Demons miss.
Oh, he had Bogdan not even behind. Who's in boundary?
Benjamin, we got plenty of subs.
Jan, you gotta get down there for them calls.
Hey, I need help here.
Let's be out on the field. Let's go.
Well, Sam didn't even get a pie. Let's strip for dessert.
Who's there really?
Yeah, right.
I've already done the pie.
Well, they are 2 bite size. Like, I respect that. And the ball gets forced to Morgan White, sprays it. Morgan White will not live that down. He will not live that down. His opponents won't let him, and his teammates won't let him forget that either.
Welcome back to AFL Quebec.
We'll blame
AFL Quebec, I'd like to apologise for that.
We'll blame it. We'll blame the ankle. We'll blame the ankle. He does have a hurt ankle.
No excuse. He could be in a
He's going to get recruited to the Dockers if he keeps
Kyle
kicking
Graham.
bombs like that.
Oh,
Oh,
and that should have been a strong defensive play, but they're calling it high.
they'll pay them
And Andrew Michelmore should likely slot this in. So after the strong start from the Bombers, they seem to have slowed somewhat.
So after that display, Morgan's pulled himself. Andrew Michelmore is going to move into the right.
We'll see if Morgan decides to play back or yeah. We'll see if he drives.
2 goals.
It's a 3-point game.
Pretty heavy. Aussie heavy bench at the moment there for the Demons. 3 Aussies, possibly 4th.
4 Aussies actually. Zach is there as well. Oh, favorable bounce for Kyle Graham, but great play by Ali. Will not stop, will not give up. He's had himself a standout performance. Best I've seen him play for AFL Quebec in the 2 seasons. Well, let's say a season and 3 games I've been here. And a strong battle now. Ball takes a favorable bounce for the Bombers. Dom chips it forward. There's Strami with the silky pickup. Just a beautiful pickup.
Oh, nice. This is good.
Wonderful slot to Bogdan Rotaru. Bogdan Rotaru selflessly to Simonge. Simonge. What a beautiful play by the Bombers. It all starts with the great defensive play by Ali. They take it out from the back, move it forward. Excellent pickup by Strami. Silkly off the ground. Gets the hand pass off to Toddy. Toddy to Bogdan. Bogdan Rotaru unselfishly with the hand pass over the top to Simonge. And that's a quick goal. 18-15 is the score. 18-15 the score, and we've had ourselves a great game, but that is probably the best interchange. The best, I don't know if I'd call it interchange, that means something else in Aussie rules. But the best pass, oh, and here's Rotaru again. Hand pass, Auger, oh. Snapped it a bit wide, but again, selflessly, Bogdan Rotaru might want to start taking some of those.
Guys, some accountability, let's go.
19-15, now the score. Nico sends the ball forward. Here's Andrew Michelmore. He knows what to do with the ball. He'll try to slow down the play. Kyle Graham taking an early lead. And yes, I agree, Ronan Shaughnessy. The Bombers looking for a win. I mean, last year they did start off 0-3. But this year, an 0-3 start was probably be a bit more devastating with all the other squads. Oh, and what's happening here?
He crossed the mark, so it could be a...
Past the mark, it looks as though it'll be a 25, or I'm not sure how much will give.
Language, Matty.
And there's Kyle Graham with the mark. Kyle Graham had a few of those last week.
Nico! 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 Let's go, quick!
This is around game 2. Where did we hit game 5, 6, or 7?
Oh, and sprays it wide.
It's a day of behinds.
It is a day of behinds, except for the Wooders. It seems as though the team that'll kick the least behinds is probably the team that'll come out on top.
It's a full moon.
Definitely.
Chris, behind you!
And Strami boots it about 60 yards to Simonge.
Holy crap, that was huge.
A 60-yard boot. And here's Simonge looking for Toddy Rogers. Toddy Rogers. Oh, easy! Easy! Easy mark by Toddy Rogers.
So 2
he'll
kicks
slot this
and
in,
10 meters in
definitely.
front of the goals. Not bad, eh?
So that all starts again. Strami with what looked like a 60-yard boot, end over end, which is nearly unheard of.
I can do them.
To Simon G.
Don't bother.
Nearly unhand. Because I'm not.
It would be unfair.
Because I'm not on your squad. If I was, then you would.
So we're looking at 4-1 to the Bombers and 2-5 to the Demons.
5 behinds for the Demons, and again, as I mentioned, that
we
will.
got 4-1 to 2-5.
Yep.
Perfect.
And again, as I mentioned, it seems as though the behinds today are killing teams. Having spoken to some Dockers, I'm pretty sure they would have liked to have not slotted as many behinds as they have.
Let's just not talk about it.
And Dockers don't want to talk about it. Here we go, Strami just making that ball his, and that's what he does. Luke Anderson trying to track him down. And there's Alexi Bolaris fighting hard. Alexi, straight to the ground! That's why we watch this game. Straight to the ground. Alexi Bolaris on. He doesn't get the prior. Unlucky. He should have gotten the prior. I'm saying there should have been. Oh, and Strami. There's going to be a prior there. Strami leading. Beautiful pass to Toddy Rogers.
Good job, Florian. You got straight back up, man. That's the important thing.
I think we're finding the Demons struggling with their rotations
It
here.
appears as though the Demons may have too many players.
It's going to be on the siren, boys.
And here we go. Here's Toddy Rogers looking to slot in another one off a great feed. Off the siren. Oh, unable to slot that one, Toddy Rogers. And you're wondering if that knee to the head early had an impact on that.
It certainly worked, mate. You took me down.
Oh, wait, we're recording. All right, boys.
Shadow of a man compared to 5-goal Steve's round 1 and 3-goal Steve.
You have 5 goals in round 1?
3 and then 4. I just needed to make my average look a bit more human.
That's the thing though, it's service, right? Like, I mean, if I get decent service, I'll score like 7, 8 goals a game, but it just doesn't always bounce that way.
Feels like Dan's taking the shots himself these days.
I don't mind, man. But the thing is, that's why, like, we've discovered that if I have spacing, if I bring guys with me to the back,
It opens it up. That's
Will, I mean, even Will, and yeah, I mean, if I can't participate by, like, you know, knocking guys off the ball or whatever, then we're fine. Have the midfield come in. Like, even PO had a few opportunities this game.
Yeah. All right, we're on.
Ball up, here we go. Dom pitching, rucking.
Oh, Falcon.
Off the head of Zach. Ball not.
Yeah, good handball. Good movement.
And here we go. Demons seem to have a plan. There's Tony there. And a lot of noise is coming out of my mouth. And there it is, finally. That was
well
touched.
played.
It appears as though it may have been touched.
That's unfortunate. That was a nice play there by the Demons. Good hustle through the middle.
I'll still give him the behind.
Toddy Rogers trying to do his best Strami impression.
He pretty much did it.
And onto the ground. There we go.
And then everyone comes in for a cuddle.
One big happy family. And Nico trots back with Stromley. See how this fares out.
Yeah, I do want to keep an eye on that.
Here's Bogdan. That was a throw, appears. But
No one called it.
no one called the throw there.
So look at the replay.
No arguing! Stop! Stop!
Nakamura, Mugs. He's kicked it long.
Nicoletti. Oh, and there's Ali breaking it up. Ali just reaching out for the ball. And
The guy wants that $50.
I think he does. I think he really does. And I think he's earned it if he does get
It's a
it.
post.
Off the post, off the post. It has to be called out.
It's a throw.
That's a throw.
Throw. And, some confusion by the Lions crew, but they get it right in the end.
Valerie's very nervous doing a throw-in.
Everyone's learning here in AFL Quebec.
Well, learning the game. It's a new game. I knew nothing of it about 2 years ago. Here's Tony kicking the ball forward. I believe his name is Tony. I could be wrong. Bogdan trying to take an over-the-shoulder mark. Oh, and touched. It was touched again, and that'll go through for 1 point. And again,
Morgan, was it?
No, I think it's Chris.
Chrissy.
Chris Micheletti, I think. And Josh, you're looking for options, and has Bogdan just there, and no one on him. Bogdan trying to go for a run. Bogdan just, nobody wanting to go on him, it seems. Looking for Toddy Rogers, just off the fingertips, and that'll roll out. And there we go. It seems as though, again, the Demons, they're subbing and...
No, they're subbing like a hockey line. They're moving up.
Here's Luke O'Farrell. Luke O'Farrell, almost brought down by Bogdan. Gets the hand pass, but there's Ali. Still falls back to Luke O'Farrell. Luke O'Farrell with the snap.
It's in.
That could have been a lot worse.
And again, another behind. And the hard work of Ali back there needs to be recognized once again. I agree with you, Matty Payne. And here we go, Toddy Rogers. And marked by Morgan. Strami now having a bit of difficulty. You'll notice that Morgan is playing further back. So you have Morgan playing further back, and you have basically Nico being Nico.
Toddy's in the back line.
Nico's eyes on the ball, that's fine. He's eyes on the ball.
Good tap.
I would have let that in.
And there's Simon, and there's Strami again over the back. There's Luke,
good contest.
Luke Anderson, and they're still going for it.
Wow.
Good contest, boys.
Luke Anderson showing his class.
And a little tip pass. Zach.
Play of the day so far.
There was some nice touches in there.
The little chip to his own teammate, and we have, what's the score now?
The score is, that's the 1-3 in this half, so we're looking at 4-1 to 3-6. 3-8. 4-1, 3-8. That's about it.
Everyone's getting that maths.
And it looks like a 1 point difference, and that leads to a 1 point difference.
It's an impressive return.
Although those 8 behinds by the Demons, you know that they won't be happy with them. Similar to last week, the Wooders with far too many behinds, losing to the Demons.
I don't even know if I want to win this.
Do we ever want the Bombers to win?
Technically,
No one ever wants the Bombers.
Technically, I want the Bombers to win just to have us on top.
Hand pass from Morgan to Florian. Florian looking to kick his first goal!
He's got it too.
And Florian! First goal in AFL Quebec. And his teammates recognize that as they get around him. First goal front in AFL Quebec. You know he's going to remember that one.
Goosebumps moment.
So that's 2 players today.
Florian, we got it.
2 players today with their first goals in AFL Quebec. It's a wonderful thing, wonderful experience. Do you remember your first goal, Steve McCammon?
Yeah, it was just last week.
It wasn't last week. He's being kind.
Oh, nice play there.
Being selfless. Ah, nice.
Here's one.
And there's another one for the Demons, and this is what they have to worry about. This is what happened against the Wooders.
I can see Strami venturing Todd in the full forward line.
They open up, and as they open up, things just get out of control. They're able to rack up points.
First game of the year.
As mentioned, the Demons are able to rack up points, top to bottom on paper, and I understand everybody always wants to make that distinction, but this year it seems as though on the field as well,
Nice play by Florian again. He's
on paper and on the field,
The fend from Morgan
they
on
can
Bogdan's
definitely
chest.
do whatever they need to do.
I want to see that again on
Bottom of the
camera.
list. Here we go. Zach now. Oh, big tackle by Josu. Will he get called for that?
I think he might.
He does get called for it.
inside the zone as well.
He's within the scoring area.
There was a little bit of a milk there, but justified.
Here we go. Tony looking to get on the field. This might be his first appearance of the day. There we have Zach.
I think you get this.
He should. He has the skill.
He has it.
No.
Oh,
pushed
no,
it.
and goes wide. So again, behind, but
That's 1-1 for Zach for the quarter.
having said that, they did finally score 2 quick goals, did the Demons. So
And you see the change immediately. Stromy back.
You have Stevie? Yeah.
Right now, score is 39-25. Toddy Rogers looking for the hand pass. Stevie Owens. Stevie Owens looking for the hand pass over to Rotaru. Rotaru tries to get it back, and it's excellent pursuit. Oh! And it's a great pass again. Strami looking to make another one.
Off the deck.
And the Bombers need this.
They have to stem the tide a little bit. It's starting to become a little bit ominous, but that will definitely.
This will bring them back. This will pull them back. It slows the pace, brings them back into within their grasp.
I think he's a 90% kicker from this distance, this angle.
There we go. He makes good off of his end of quarter miss at the beginning of the first quarter. And now it's an 8-point game again, but the quick strike offense of the Demons.
5-9.
The quick strike offense.
The 9 behind the Demons will come back and spike in the ass.
They'll be wanting to work on their accuracy, that's for certain.
Credit where credit's due to no easy behinds for the Demons. They had a lot of pressure every time.
And that's really been credit to the... Oh, and there's Bogdan Rotaru looking for a quick... Oh, he would have wanted better service there. That's wasted. That's wasted. When you get an excellent win off the ruck like that and you have your options to either run through and kick a goal or lay one up for a full forward, but he rushed that just a bit too much. And it looks as though second referee Dan Robinson is stepping in here.
Come on, Dan, Todd will never win a ruck again.
And it goes back in again, not much better, but it seems they'll take this one.
Needs to get under the flick a bit more.
Looks as though Dan Robinson taking matters into his own hands. Oh no, he's not. He's not showing her up like that. He's having her go again.
Good.
There we go. That was a great one. Here's Strami being tracked down by...
The 2 Kiwis.
Oh, Kiwi on Kiwi. Yeah. Correct.
2 Kiwi, boys.
It's K squared. Boom. There we go. Oh, and Alexi trying to track down Luco Farrell. And here we have... Oh, almost comes down with the mark in the midst of...
Stevie Owens, good scrambling.
Stevie Owens keeps it going.
That's right.
And Tony with a great tackle.
Ball's already out.
Two oldest.
David Simon.
That was a Kiwi tackle there.
Here we go. Kyle Graham trying to make the ball his, but great pressure by Jossu. And there's Ali on the ground.
He tried.
Strami now will lay it forward, looking for Simon Auger.
Strong play by Simon.
Simon Auger, and there's Nico.
Too tough in the AFL Quebec.
Puts the bomb up front.
Oh, and there we go. The ball nestles in for Morgan White. Morgan White looking for Kyle Graham. Kyle Graham pressure. Excellent defense by Joss. Oh, and a big hit.
Shoulder there.
Luke Anderson picking up the ball. Hand pass it to Morgan White. Give and go. Looking for Kyle Graham. Kyle Graham looking for Tony. Tony back to Morgan White. May have been a deflection there, though. Kyle Graham will snap this.
And scores.
And score.
Get a goal.
So again, that quick strike offense, as we mentioned, that didn't look like it was anywhere near scoring territory. It was at the 35. Kyle Graham turns around, snaps it home.
Great ball movement.
Triple substitution.
So again, 14-point lead at this point. And Kyle Graham likely coming off to rest before halftime, taking him off just a few minutes before halftime.
Team Canada, Kyle Graham again. Back in the Canadian squad again for the bite of the dust.
I was unaware of that.
You got Tony.
So Kyle Graham playing for Team Canada once again. That's excellent news for him.
Beckman made the push.
Really?
Yeah, 5 Beckman.
We have Ron Charlie, I'm assuming Kyle Graham, Bogdan Rotaru.
Kyle Graham and Kenneth Boudreau.
Kenneth Boudreau.
3 minutes.
3:54.
Sorry, 4 minutes.
Tight angle. I think he's got this.
Oh, and it's a behind, regrettably, from Simon Auger. They would have liked that goal going into the half.
Tony, go higher.
Good kick out from Coletti.
Oh, and
That was a good move.
That's all about, like, good fair contest here. Not bad.
there you go, tip back towards Nico. Nico brought down. Oh, and Bogdan Rotaru will get a chance to score here. Bogdan Rotaru not taking his time, decides to run forward and scores an important goal. After that OJ miss, you know that the Rotaru goal was huge.
That's it, Sam. Very encouraging there.
As they move to 38-45.
Captain Sam.
7-point difference here.
Give us a wave, Captain Sam. Give us a wave. There he is.
Tony up high. Tony up high.
Looks much more alive than he was at the pub last night.
Once again, we won't speak of these things while it's recording.
We're athletes.
Of course, every team has a strict 72.
There we go, Morgan White looking to get back the goal immediately.
Oh, he sprayed that too.
That looks like it might be on the full. Morgan White maybe doesn't have his goal scoring boots on, but you know they'll appreciate him in the ruck. He's not here to score goals. They have Kyle Graham for that.
And they've also got Matt Ingersoll.
Slotted 3 today, Matty?
Matt's got 2.
2.
2-1.
Here he is again, man of the moment.
Paddy Rogers gets the ball from David Simon in a difficult spot.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of a mismatch.
A little bit. We'll see if they could, if the Bombers could take advantage of the mismatch between Slutty and Strami, although probably won't happen.
At the moment, the Demons bench is even confusing me. There's a lot of movement, a lot of talk. I'm not sure they know what's happening.
This is yours,
You kick a goal, Tony. There you go.
Oh, no. Nice try. Great effort, Tony. Boys, 2 out 1.
There you go, moving forward. Time is almost running out, but having said that, you know that they'll regret not having used Strami more in the mismatch.
There you go.
I think it was only for a minute.
There's the man.
Alex, get something on, Alex.
Oh, it's high.
Looks as though maybe high, and it is called on the high tackle.
This is Will's first time umpiring in AFL Quebec. He's doing a fantastic job.
He is actually.
And his inside is off, he hands it off, not
Oh
the
dear.
best hand pass ever.
Puts Todd under a bit of pressure. It's a long hand pass. Bogdan
Rotaru with pressure. Gets to Stevie Owens. Stevie Owens looking to get away. Stevie Owens gets the boot up. And
skies it.
Dom Pitchin should have done better with Chris Quayler on him. And Morgan White tosses Simon Auger to the side. Snap forward. It's hard to keep track of where that ball... Oh! And just bounces out of reach for the Bombers. You know they will have wanted more from that. That's regrettable for the Bombers. And that's the end of the game. That's the end of the quarter. End of the first half. We have the score 46-38. Up in front are the Demons. Bombers with the most spirited effort we've seen so far. They'll want to take away from this. And we'll see what comes from the next half. So stick around. Thank you. Here for the second half. It was a very close first half, 46-38. Of course, it needs to be mentioned the Demons did kick 10 behind, so they'll be looking to improve on their accuracy following that display. But of course, it is Aussie rules, so that's the score. It is what it is.
Good job, Bogdan.
So here we go. Looking to start up
Well
again.
done, Bogdan. That's an extra vote.
What did he do?
So here we are, start of the third quarter, and the Demons will look to start off the way they finished that second quarter. It was definitely Murph. Oh!
It's a goal.
Goes around, Andrew Michelmore. Oh, sprays it wide, out on the full. Out on the full. And that looks like it might be another wasted opportunity. Here's Josu looking for his options. Got Rotaru. He can play on. Exactly, he has options.
All the girls, there's so many opportunities. Like Cat had about 5 opportunities.
There you go. Ball gets thrown in. Goes to Tony. Tony hand passes instead of kicks, and really puts his own player in a dangerous situation. But Alexi gets away. Alexi booting it forward to Simon Auger. Simon Auger gets away.
That was pretty
And
nice
Nico
play.
seems to... and there you go, looking to set it up for Toddy Rogers.
Simon's looking for a few votes there.
Who's this?
Simon. Definitely
He's playing well.
a contender. Oh, play on by Toddy. Drop the ball.
No, he always does that, actually. I've yelled in the past, but nobody seems to care.
I don't think you're allowed to drop the ball.
No,
That's a play on.
I've yelled like a lot of times when he gets us. And Toddy Rogers with the goal. And they go straight to Simon Auger for the thank you. That was a great play by the Bombers, and just like that, 46-44. That's all it takes.
Is that the Bombers in the lead?
Bombers 2 points behind. With their multiple behinds.
Don't they all have behinds?
More descriptors for their behinds, Fabio.
Here's Robin Graham with the taped ankle, looking as though she just went through battle.
Oh, cheeky.
Morgan White, and that is out.
Is that a behind?
Uh,
Is it a behind from outside of the scoring area?
Yeah.
It still counts.
Alexi holds the ball.
Alexi's playing well.
Alexi, and touches, and Rotaro showing his wheels to get away from Morgan White. Rotaro with the left foot.
That was a lefty.
And it's marked by Toddy Rogers in the scoring zone. He's in the scoring zone.
He'll take the ball back. He'll put the ball down, and he puts his mouth guard in his sock.
Yeah, is that not play on, no?
Discussion up here, and there may be amendment to the law moving forward. Toddy Rogers is money. So they're in the lead now. 50-47. They're up by 3.
2-0 or nothing 0?
No, there was a
I
behind.
say to make line, like,
By the...
We're not behind.
I'm pretty supply already.
No, one behind.
Yeah, it's just one behind. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Very organised here in the commentary box.
As long as one person's right, whoever's team is scoring. Kyle Graham. And that is, it appears as though what the Demons will want to do. That's what they did against the Wooders all day long. Out of the goal square, they just boot it up forward, and they hope that Kyle Graham can run under it.
He's got a good lead on him, Kyle.
No, I don't run under it.
You just stand there.
Chris, concentrate in the game now, please.
And the ball goes out on the full. Oh, another behind.
It's just not quite getting on target. What are they up to now?
And the accuracy, they're, I believe, up to 12 behinds, maybe 13. And Toddy Rogers decides to play on after there's nobody comes out to challenge him. Looking for Ali. Rough bounce for Ali, but Ali showing great pressure. Oh. Ball up, I believe. Ball was out. Ball went out. Ball gets thrown in. And it has to be the rucking of Alexi Bolaris versus Morgan White, top rucksman in AFL Quebec, has been excellent, really. Alexi Bolaris probably a foot shorter. Here we go, Nico with the drop of the ball. Hand passes it to Morgan White. Morgan White will just boot it. Ali looking to fight for it. Again, Ali with the spoil. And just trying desperately to take down his player. There's no quit in Ali today.
Fancies himself. He'll take a shot.
Andrew, and he slots it through.
That was lovely.
That's the experience of Andrew Michelmore. That's what he can do for his squad when he's given the opportunity.
That was a nice banana kick. It's a cracking game.
So just as the Bombers had taken the lead, the Demons go up by 4 points.
Lead's changing regularly.
Ali! Here we go. Stevie Owens with the ball now. Stevie Owens with the big boot.
The old fella hunting out strong.
We got Strami against Nico. And Nico will just let the ball roll out.
4 years ago, did we do?
Ball goes up. Pat forward. Here's Luke O'Farrell. Luke O'Farrell has had a bit of a quiet day so far. Here we go. Looking hand pass. Hand pass just slightly out of reach of Stevie O, and then pushed to the back, and that's going to get called.
Good call, Will.
Great call, Will.
Yeah, give him a vote.
Actually, we should.
Just give him a vote.
It's the best run this year.
And it's a tough game to umpire as well. Very quick pace.
Pretty clean though. It's been pretty clean.
Yeah, I like that Ali said that. That's good class by Ali.
There you go, off the rock. There's Morgan White with the big, Toddy Rogers with the big bump.
The big bump by Dom.
Oh, and the big smother by Nico Pucel. Nico Pucel pushing up. Here we go, the ball's along the ground. It's getting a little scrappy now.
Got a game on.
Oh, and there's a nice hit by
We certainly do have a game.
Alexi Boris again, taking down Morgan White. Very surprising.
Can I make a comment about the dual referees?
The what?
I think it's working very
Oh, the
well.
dual referees,
Just
yeah.
have somebody there just to...
It's limiting the talk, good structure to the game.
I think it works well.
Ball gets thrown in again. Now the Demons are slowly moving into a scoring area. So again, World War I style, as I had mentioned last week. They're taking about 10-15 yards at a time, inching their way forward to a point where they'll be able to go for goal most likely. And they are officially in the goal scoring area. Here's Andrew Mitchellmore though, looking for the hand pass. Chips it forward, looking for Floody. Oh, unable to get there, but Kyle Graham is there. He loops around. Oh, and that's out on the full.
And here's this enormous bench
Good job, Alexi.
in action.
Good rotation.
No, I think he fucked up his leg.
Simon needs help though.
Oh, and there's David Simon with a great mark.
Who's that playing fullback?
Josu.
He's really good.
He really is. Yeah, he really is.
Canadian too.
Yeah.
I played against him.
He didn't play last year because he was injured. Like
Strami with looking for the great. Great ball! Great ball. Strami's looking to get some votes for the day. How many has he made? If Simon Auger manages to slot this, I believe.
There it is.
And there it is. And again, that's all created by the wonderful pass of Strami.
also Dave Simon hats off to him.
Yeah, and a great lead from
Good
Simon.
by Josh. So end-to-end play.
Great, and we've seen them do that already. We've seen the Bombers link up quite well, quite nicely, and perhaps Strami has been the missing link for the Bombers this
Looks
year.
like we've got Dom Pinchin in the ruck.
So 56-54 now. The Bombers in the lead. Chris Quayler trying to make that ball his, ends up tripping Morgan White, and that looks like it might be high. High tackle. Morgan White comes straight out of it, decides to play on. Kicks it forward to Andrew. Oh, and Josu with the fist away. Great defensive play.
Josh is solid back there. The Bombers are looking dangerous. The Bombers up.
They are by 2. By 2 points.
Should have closed the lead this year. He's taking points.
Ball bouncing around, hand pass move forward now. Oh, and 4 Bombers just around that ball. And there seems to be a bit of a cluster. Mike Johnson trying to make his presence felt. And the bottom of it is Strami.
Back in the goal square. Pass, 2 Doms. Back in the goal square.
Ball just booted forward. Morgan White really playing an odd role here. Almost hard to say what he's doing, Morgan White. Kind of just in behind. And ball gets sprayed. Ball gets sprayed. Falls to Strami now after it gets soccer to him. Strami with the big kick to Tony Rogers. Mr. Rogers' neighborhood is that 30 to about 35-yard area.
Great work, Doggy. Fucking great running, mate.
And really, no quit. We saw Simon Auger come back all the way from the full forward position to play a role in that goal. Well, in the potential goal.
4.
Getting ahead of myself here.
You can put it in the book, make it safe.
No, not yet. I missed one in the first half, which I marked down already.
And no, this is definitely a goal by Toddy Rogers, who's up to what now? 5?
Excellent work, Thomas. Good job,
5
boys.
goals.
Way to go.
5, I think, yeah.
And you got 5.
5 for Todders.
5 straight.
Huh?
5 straight.
5 straight.
No, for Todd. 5 straight. No, he has it behind.
No, you don't.
And with that goal,
Oh, sorry. Oh, he's even on the foot.
62-54, 8-point lead for the Bombers.
And Stevie Owens.
Stevie Owens. Oh, Stevie Owens. There's Morgan White. Oh, and Luco Farrell. Oh, Luco Farrell pulls up. Luco Farrell pulls up.
It's his hamstring.
Is that hammy or calf?
I think he's thinking about it. He's thinking, is this going to hurt more?
He's a right foot, so it is his left leg. He just boots it and just goes out. And Luco Farrell regrettably has to pull himself out of this quarter. Maybe out of the game.
Go to Choli, man.
Choli. Luco Farrell pulls up now, and on that bench, Luco Farrell, Nico Pucella, and Kyle Graham. So you know the Bombers will want to take advantage of this as much as possible, with 3 top players from the Demons off, and Morgan White kind of playing Lone Star in the middle.
Who's on? Tony, Nico, and Kyle Luke. That's the 3 top players.
2 minutes.
And Morgan White, we don't know what Morgan White is doing really. It seems as though he wants to just pick up any free ball that comes in. But he hasn't really moved forward from that 50-yard line. It looks as though he's basically just defending Strommy long balls.
That's it, that's a Bombers ball!
There we go. Oh, and he's tackled without the ball, and that'll be a free kick to Mike Johnson. Oh, drop of the ball. Will there be a free? And it is a free 50. 25-yard penalty as Matt Ingersoll just dropped the ball to the ground.
You gotta give it back, Matt.
And they decided to play on. Simon Auger.
Good ticket.
Simon Auger with the goal.
That's a cool as, man.
Again, with the feed.
Good job, Mike.
From Strommy. Mike Johnson again played a role in that. Strommy with the great feed to Simon Auger. Luke Anderson tried to get a jump on the ball, missed it. And Simon Auger took a few steps forward and slotted it in. And right now, 68-54, the score for the Bombers.
34.
Here we go, Strommy chase. Oh! And a great goal.
Oh, yes. That makes up for the indiscretion earlier that
Matt
led to the Bombers'
Ingersoll
goal.
showing his temper, then showing his skill. Quickly gets that goal back, and the Bombers were hoping to get into that to the end of the quarter with some breathing room, but Matt Ingersoll tightening the grip once again.
Score?
8 points up.
Score is 68-60 for the Bombers. High scoring game. Great game. Full of action.
Fantastic game.
Chris Micheletti just sending it forward now, looking for Andrew Mitchell. There's Josh. Oh, and a great contest. Josu comes out on top. And that's the end of the quarter. Apologize for that, missed the start of the fourth quarter, but here we have Ali at the back. Ali kicking it back, looking for Josu. Josu makes it. Great play by Ali and great hands by Josu, just staying with it, over the head grab. Those are never easy. Josu sending it forward now, fighting for it is Rotaru Bogdan. And here's Alexi with a great hand pass to Bogdan. Bogdan looking to speed away. Toddy Rogers, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. on the behind.
Unlucky. Sorry. Just trying to...
Unlucky there, but that was a great play.
Todd's first behind in the game, 5-1 for Todd.
Definitely all left.
No, you had... Oh, no, you had it on the full. It was on the full.
Yeah, it gives him a better...
Oh, great mark by Morgan White.
Todd can only smile.
And he's smiling. He's trying not to, but he's smiling.
Here, okay, I'll sit down again, Tiger.
Matty Ingersoll's got some intensity, doesn't he, the man?
He does. It's an edge. It's a fine line.
That was an accident.
Smart.
So now we have Bombers. Hopefully they don't get into a defensive posture.
Oh, he's got there. He's got
Hopefully they
there.
don't get into a defensive posture because they only have one forward up.
They're only up by 9.
And this likely will be a Kyle goal. But Wilfred's making the angle difficult for him. Nothing easy, no gifts. It is on his inside foot.
He'll bend it in. Oh, what's it?
And it's a behind.
Oh. How many have they kicked now? 20?
Close to it. Here we go, Toddy Rogers. And straight into the hands of Strami. And what does it mean to have a player like Strami? Well, you're seeing it today. But there's White now, and you notice this is what they're going to do with Morgan White.
So that's his
Before
position.
when I had him it's listed as kind of a lone star, basically they don't want any of Ryan Strami's long balls coming through. Here's Zach now, we'll look to boot it. And there's Strami to just take it. And he probably should have held on to it. Oh!
Oh, yes.
Michelmore out of nothing.
Oh, yes. He was trying to work out who to hand pass to and thought, nope, I'll kick that.
And those are two glorious goals by Andrew Michelmore. One was the banana off the side, off the set kick, off the catch, the mark. And here
Very
in
technical
action.
there. Yeah. Got the terminology down.
There you go, the punch forward by Morgan White. And,
Tackle him,
Oh, and tackled. Brought down by Michelmore. Out of the scoring zone, though.
Wow.
Out of the scoring zone.
Wow. Michelmore's just launched himself into the voting.
He might have a couple pies on his hands.
Oh, great impasse.
And that's just skill. I mean, when you know exactly what they're going, you know they were going to Kyle. There was no one else that they were going to go to. And he still manages to get there.
He's got to connect the pieces, the Demons. They've had it all game. Just haven't quite lining it up.
67-69.
And that's them into the lead. Oh, we've got some...
And it's another behind.
Oh, dear. We have some used car salesmen down there on the line, don't we?
We definitely do.
Ryan Strami looking for Toddy Rogers. Oh, big punch. Big punch by Luke O'Farrell.
The hamstring's doing well.
You should have caught that, Luke.
Here's Jane.
Throw and heavy punch. That is Strami. Toddy Rogers. Hand pass to Alexi Boleris. Alexi Boleris tries to get it over the top. Takes a favorable bounce for Simon Auger. Simon Auger, hand pass to Strami. Oh!
No, that's fine. That was fair.
That looked high.
It was fair.
That was fair.
I think it was fair.
It was completely fair.
We were waiting for that little episode to play out right from the start of the game. He's going to feed this down the line. That's a nice lead.
Nico really took last game the conversations that Luke had with Brent. Hard, straight game.
It's Yali. What's he up to here?
It's just
And
another
that ball
cuddle.
just got caught on ball up. And now this is a very dangerous area for the Bombers because you know that the Demons have the skill to just take this and snap it. Big boot. Punch down by Luke Anderson. Here's Nico Purcell. Nico Purcell getting it to, punch forward. Great punch. And the ball just won't settle down for anybody at this point. Bogdan Rotaru picks up the ball. Toddy Rogers looking to snap a goal.
No, he's
And it goes across the face, further behind those.
Oh, it's his first behind there.
These points, though, are huge at this time of the game. Phoebe, somebody... 71-68.
I love it. I love it.
There's a lot of intensity in this match.
71-68. Now the score for the Bombers. How much time?
The midfield bomb coming from Nico. Oh, yes.
On the full.
8.5.
And they could score from here. On the full and within the goal square.
That was Stevie's. Gonna try and find Todd.
And there it is! Great grab. And Auger sends it to Strami. Strami sends it to Toddy Rogers. And Toddy Rogers will take his time with this. I apologize. How much time was left? 8 minutes. 3-point lead. Not really a lead in Aussie rules.
Should we print off logos of all the teams and stick them on?
What did you say? I'll get Margaret to do that.
No, it's mine.
Is that a goal?
And let's wait for the call, and it's a goal!
How many's he kicked?
That's 6 of them, maybe.
He's going to be pretty crowded at the top of that leaderboard for leading goal scorer.
No, I don't know. Dan should have it still, no?
I don't know.
Dan
Thought he was only one behind.
People are actually cheering for the Bombers. This has never happened in AFL Quebec before. What is going on?
There appears to be a new hatred for the Demons.
Was there a full moon last night? I'm not sure what happened, but something's not right here in AFL Quebec. Everyone's cheering for the Bombers.
I think everyone just has a man crush on Strummy.
And here we go, fighting Hartford. Oh, Stevie Owens beating out Michelmore. White losing it to Stevie Owens. Rotaru fighting for it. He wants it. Sends it towards the middle. Tipped by Alexi. Oh, and there's Michelmore calmly sends it forward. But there to greet it, Strami. Strami with the chip. And here's... And it's a goal! Toddy Rogers looking to set a goal-scoring record for a game. Slots in another one. 83-68 the score.
The record's 9. Record's 9. You scored.
I kicked 8.
No,
I kicked 8, Kyle kicked 8, and
Todd has 9 from there. No one's hit double digits.
Amy I think had 11.
She had 11.
Yeah, but
And then she stopped trying in the second quarter.
that was also we didn't have the 30 year one.
And then 7 inside.
We're losing focus here, boys.
No, but it's that kind of a day. It's that kind of a day. It makes us talk about records. Makes us talk about...
The Demons have moved Luca on ball. It was a good move at this stage of the
Let's see what happens here with the bounce.
And Josu again.
That's great.
Josu playing Kyle tough. Kyle's gotten his opportunities, but Josu's been there throughout the entire game. And here's Sam the man looking for the score.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. He doesn't like that. He was hoping for 1. He was hoping for 1. That's what he was hoping for.
20. Keep going. Keep talking.
And Luke Anderson looking to get part of the goal scoring. Luke Anderson, founding father. We're all his bastard children here at AFL Quebec.
I don't think Luke
Godfather of AFL Quebec.
even if Luke comes out with a loss here, I think he has a win in his heart.
Body got rid of just in time.
Gets rid of it. Ingersoll out on the full.
Matty couldn't kick it.
And this, I mean, the Bombers are fine with this. All the time in the world. Let's take all the time we need. I'm very surprised if Rotaro gets rid of this before his 15 seconds are up. And Rotaro is full of surprise if he plays on.
Nice kick too.
But to Josu, and Josu will take his time. He plays on.
Or take his time.
And Luke O'Farrell with the punch. Dom Pitchin looking to make his presence felt. Falls to Todd Rogers. Strami with the chip to Auger. Auger looking to get the hand pass back to Strami. Strami, hand pass to Rogers. Rogers.
I think Strami
No prior opportunity.
Strami was a little hard done by there.
Strami should have gone for goal. Strami
Very
probably feeling a little too charitable. Oh, and great play out of the ruck. Here's Zach now. Zach hand passes back to Luke O'Farrell. O'Farrell with the boot. And Strami in the zone. He's in the score zone.
He moves the cone. Just to make sure of it.
Make sure everyone knows.
That goal scoring area is looking a little messed up at this point, but
The second umpire's there for.
I'm going to,
second umpire just went to ground.
judging by his kickouts, I think he's got the distance.
The leg is not a question. The question is whose windshield's getting put in the parking lot. That's
Oh, he's hit it flat and long, and no, he's pushed it.
He swore. That's it.
there you go. He probably overthought it. Probably overthought it. But
345.
84 now to 68. 84 to 68.
It's a 3-goal game.
Big boot by Luke O'Farrell.
Demons need one.
Oh, and it's
Called the mark.
that's a charitable mark. Charitable mark.
In. Well done, Zachy.
And Zach will take his time here.
If he kicks this, what's our margin at the moment?
It'll be a 10-point lead for the Bombers.
Zach's on this. No stats are recorded for Zach in this angle. Or from similar scoring opportunity. About.
I think I rate him a 50-50, maybe a 60-40.
He should have this.
Oh,
Oh, it tipped over at the end.
Rush behind.
Excellent play at the back. Was that Josu at the back tipping that over? Huge play by really a rock back there, and the Bombers missed him last year. Ali, excellent play by Ali with the mark, and that matters.
I think that's
huge.
He's wrapped up that 2XU.
Here we go, Strami kicking the ball forward there. I'm not sure who that is. Tim Nixon.
One of the old guards of my AFL Quebec. Along with
Hand passing it to Michelmore. Michelmore kicking it forward. Ali again, almost with a spectacular catch over the top.
again.
And into the hands of Strami.
That's
Ali
unfortunate.
having problems getting up at this point, but Strami with
Great
the give and
ball
go.
movement.
Give and go.
Over the top.
Over the top. Here we go. Tim Nixon. Simon G.
Oh, it's in the back.
Oh, no. He missed him entirely, I think. And here we go. Luke Anderson now.
No, I don't get knocked over easy, man.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
And Chris Quayler making the effort. The 2XU winner of last week getting piggyback from Rotaru. And Luke Anderson, nowhere to go. Punch forward, David Simon.
Did get a punch on that.
Michelmore.
It looks like the Demons are running out of ideas here.
They just need to get the ball forward.
They seem to be playing grab ass a little bit with the ball at the front.
you gotta make
And there's the grab.
Wow.
130.
He is playing out of his skin.
And we have to wonder. I look over to the bench. I see Poussel. I see O'Farrell. I see Kyle Graham. Do they not want to win this? I'm not sure what the either it's selfless play by the leaders of the Demons, or
Still early in the week. It's still early in the season. It's nice to give those.
we're commending you, Luke. That's actually what we're saying.
That's nice. It's a good thing.
No, it's fine.
It's excellent. It's excellent play by the Demons, and that's
Goal.
what we were saying. Oh,
He's got one.
Did it come back in time?
I think it did.
and it's a
Yes.
goal.
Gotta play that on quick.
84-75 the score.
So we need another 2 goals from the Demons.
Was a lot of the top players again selflessly taking themselves off the field.
40. You have it. Good coach.
Time for me to go on.
Dude, get one of your games in. Get a jersey on.
Zach, you good?
How much time? 30 seconds left in the game, and this should be close to the end of
Well, if I
it.
kick one here, I wouldn't stop the time just for excitement's sake.
Ali battling till the end. Endless battle. Shepherding. There's the shepherd. Creating space for Josu, and he'll
That's
get it
the
up to
game.
Bogdan.
Hold it.
Bogdan has the time,
Kick it out.
and Bogdan fashion decides to play forward, play on.
Oh, what a shame.
And that's the game.
Wow. Wow.
Most likely the best game that we've seen at AFL Quebec this year for certain. History, I'm not sure. I haven't been around that long.
Wow.
A few dingers.
That's all we can say.
Excellent game. No bomber should hold their head low. They've all played to the best of their abilities. They all gave it everything. With regards to the Demons, again, we saw something extraordinary from the Demons at the end of that game. We saw a lot of their top players on the bench, making sure the rotation worked out, making sure every single player got the minutes they deserved, which is commendable in its own right. It's early in the season, and maybe those minutes gained, those minutes played by the rookies, I didn't realize you were recording me, those minutes played by the rookies or the players that get less opportunity to play, that'll pay dividends.
You didn't realize I was recording you?
I didn't realize you were recording me directly. Those minutes will pay dividends later on in the year when it matters, it counts, and everything's on the line. That experience just can't be replaced.
It's a long season, Fabio.
Excellent game, excellent season. Start off first round, everybody's played everybody. It's tight at the top. 2 teams at 2-1, 2 teams at 1-2. It's as tight as it can be. And hopefully you'll join us here next week, because it's as things start up again, you know teams will be looking to get even. The Bombers, how will they do against the Wooders? Who knows? So
let's fill the grandstands next week, AFL Quebec. Goodbye to our viewers.